trimester. How exciting! Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jette. I am a US Army spouse and we are stationed in Ansbach in Germany. And I am actually originally from Germany. So if you're interested in what life in Germany is like, I have a playlist on that. I have several videos on that, so go check that out. Obviously not right now because you're going to be watching this video, which if you do like it, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And I would also really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. So you guys, I'm at my glucose test and I'm just waiting for the ultrasound now that we're doing in between taking bloods. So I've just had my blood taken for the second time. So they take your blood before you drink the sugary drink, and then they take it again an hour later, and then another hour later. And honestly, I feel terrible. I don't do well when I can't eat, and I feel nauseous and weak and hot. And I can't wait for this to be over. So I decided to make a couple batches of different cupcakes because I haven't baked in a long time. I used to bake all the time. But these kitchens are really small here in on-post housing that we get in Ansbach. I'll show you. The struggle is real. No space on this counter anymore. I've got all my ingredients. Got my laptop with the recipe. Then I've got more ingredients over there. Half a batch there. My pasta salad snack, don't worry about that. And then the blender's there, and that leaves literally no space for anything else. Hey you guys, so I am just in the gym, just finishing the strength part of my workout. So I still work out usually 3 days a week in the gym, and then I try to go on longer walks as well, 1 or 2 days a week. And in the gym I still do a good close to an hour of strength training. Now I wouldn't recommend that necessarily for women who haven't trained a lot prior to pregnancy, but I do recommend strength training to all pregnant women out there. But yeah, obviously I competed in strongwoman prior to being pregnant, so for me an hour of strength training really isn't that much, and obviously the intensity is a lot lower, my breaks are longer. So probably pre-pregnancy, what I do now would have not taken me quite an hour. And then I always do a little circuit at the end, a Tabata circuit, just to get that cardio and fitness up a little bit, which will hopefully help me in labor. And it's also something I recommend, getting that cardio going, again just in your capacity obviously, but yeah, pregnancy exercise is highly recommended for all pregnant women, whether that's just going for a walk, going to the gym, doing something at home, yoga, Pilates, whatever it may be. Get that exercise going, ladies. So we're on our way to IKEA because we picked like a bookshelf, I guess, kind of thing for babies' toys and books, and it comes with these like boxes that you can slide in and out. I'll show you when we've built it. But yeah, so excited to go to IKEA. I love IKEA. I don't know about you guys, but I freaking love IKEA. We might grab some lunch if the restaurant is open, because the meatballs called köttbullar, and I might be pronouncing this wrong, at IKEA are so good. So if you've never eaten at IKEA, go eat at IKEA. It's so good. So we just got our food at IKEA, as I said we would, and it's all a bit different now. So you have to queue up and you have to register through this app, or you can fill out a paper as well if you don't want to use the app or like online. And then they give you a table number, so you have to sit at that particular table, and when you're done you just leave the number there so people know to clean it up. But yeah, we got our food. Let me show you. So I've previously filmed a video on how recycling, and bottle recycling specifically, works in Germany, so I'll link that video. But I just wanted to show you, and I don't know how well this shows. So this bottle, I don't know if you can see, is all scratched up on the outside. It's a very hard plastic, and that's because these bottles actually get reused. So someone else has previously used this particular bottle, then they get returned and cleaned and reused. So it's all scratched up on the outside, but it's so much better for the environment than to just throw it away. I'm getting so efficient at these wig shops. I just walked around the commissary for about a half an hour because I finished my wig shop in like 5 minutes. Used to take me like a half an hour to work it all out, but now that I know exactly what I can and can't get and where to find things, it takes me 5 minutes. But I had so much time before I needed to go and get Jacob from work that I just walked around the commissary for a half an hour for no reason. Because it's air conditioned and it's hot outside. But yeah, it's still 20 minutes until Jacob finishes work, and I'm just sitting here in the car park in the car because I'm getting so efficient at these wig shops. Oh, for those of you who don't know what WIC is, WIC, I think it stands for Women, Infants and Children, and it's a program. It's an army program, maybe a military-wide program, I'm not sure, but you can definitely get it in the army if you qualify. And basically, if you have small children or you're pregnant, you can get assistance with food. So you get vouchers that give you free food items that are healthy, or supposed to be. Excuse me. You know, that's something we might disagree on, what of that is healthy and what is not. Or what is missing, but it's a great program, so I'm not going to complain about it. You get basically free food such as beans, milk, brown rice or pasta or bread. You get peanut butter. So there's lots of different things you can get, fruit and vegetables, if I didn't say that yet. So yeah, that's another benefit that, you know, you get as a family in the army. So it's a great program. Also, pregnancy fail. I'm wearing a dress and I forgot to put deodorant in between my legs, which is the only thing that works for me for the dang chafing. I've been chafing so bad, and I know a lot of other pregnant ladies there can relate. So yeah, not going to do a whole lot of walking anymore. It was okay in the commissary because it was air conditioned, but I'm not going to walk around outside here because chafing just isn't fun. So yeah, we are 28 weeks pregnant, which puts me in my 3rd trimester. So only 3 short months until baby girl gets here. And we have picked a name. So baby girl's name is Marlena. So Marlena, that's it. That's what we chose. We kind of went back and forth on Marlena. It's the only name we really both loved. But I hate Marley, and I'm so sorry if your daughter's name or your son's name is Marley. It's not that it's not a cute name.
but it's not a name I want to choose for my child, because to me it kind of sounds like a dog's name. Please don't be offended. I'm sorry. No offense. But yeah, so a lot of people that we mentioned Marlena to kind of went, oh, how cute, little Marley. And we went, no. But because it is the only name we really, really loved and we felt so good about it, we chose it in the end anyway. So our daughter's name is not Marley, it is Marlena, or if you really need a shortening, it's Lena. All right. So, and it kind of works in both languages. In German, it's pronounced slightly different. It's Marlena. So Marlena, Marlena, not that big a difference, right? So yeah, it's what we chose. And I love that it's actually a German name, right? And here's what Marlena means. Now, there are several meanings to Marlena, and some people will argue it's Hebrew, but some people will tell you it's German. Because I'm German, I like to go with it's a German name. Okay, so Marlena can mean, or most things that I read usually means wished for child, beloved, or of Magdala. That's what Marlena means. Now, name meanings aren't really all that important to us, but I just thought I'd share it with you because I know that a lot of people do, pay an interest in what baby names mean. But yeah, for us, it's not really all that important. She will have a middle name. We don't know it yet. And even if we did, we're not going to share it. We've shared her gender. We've now shared her first name. So it's something that we want to keep to ourselves. Do feel free to give us suggestions. Pop them in the comments. Obviously, the surname is Carey, so she will be Marlena Carey. But when we do choose what her middle name is going to be, we're not going to share it until she's born. It's just that one little thing that we want to keep for just us. So yeah, it's exciting. Third trimester. Hey, what can I say? I still feel really, really good, luckily. Now, I always think, and people always told me, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse. And I'm not saying that it won't. All right? Don't be like, well, you just wait. I know. But I also think that if you go into pregnancy expecting it to be easy and comfortable, you're going to have a bad time, right? I'm pregnant. I'm going to have backaches, and sometimes I might have acid reflux, and I might have swollen feet or swollen hands, or I just won't feel very comfortable. I feel tired. Sure, I have all those symptoms, right? But I expected that. I'm pregnant. Like, this is normal. And I understand there's a lot of women out there who have terrible pregnancies. And I don't want to downplay that at all. I understand there are women who have, terribly swollen limbs or insane acid reflux where they can only sleep sitting upright, and I don't have any of that. I'm very thankful. But I do think sometimes that if you kind of prepare for, at least some of the symptoms and expect them, that you are going to have a better time in your pregnancy. Now, I don't mean those symptoms where they're really extreme. I mean the general symptoms of pregnancy that you are going to experience. So luckily, I do still feel really good. I still get to work out. I did a little bit of that. A little bit on that, which I'm going to put in this video. You might have already seen it, I'll put it at the end. But yeah, I'm so thankful that I still get to work out. I still get to teach classes. I still get to teach clients. So I'm so thankful for that. I also still get to pay Earl a lot of attention. But I did realize kind of the last few days that stress does quite affect me now. So we had our friend's dog for a week, and we were supposed to have her for 3 weeks. And I feel so guilty about this because they're now going to have to cut their holidays short. Well, I mean, we tried to find other solutions. They chose that they're going to cut their holidays short instead and just come home. But basically, she is a really, really sweet dog, but she is a lot higher energy than Earl. And I didn't expect it to be quite as much on me physically and emotionally to have 2 dogs to look after, as well as myself being pregnant and a household that Jacob helps me with very, very much, which I really appreciate. But yeah, it was just a lot. And unfortunately, yesterday it came to the point where I vomited from being so stressed out. I had crying spells and I was trying to nap and I was having Braxton Hicks, which I had very few of so far. And I just, unfortunately, I couldn't do it. I just had to admit to myself that I'm going to have to call my friends and tell them that unfortunately I cannot look after their dog. And I feel really, really bad because they had Earl for 3 weeks. Actually, my friend had Earl by herself because her husband was TDY. So I felt really, really guilty. Now, I am so thankful that they are understanding of the situation, that I am 28 weeks pregnant and 2 dogs, 2 big dogs, high energy dogs, are just too much for me right now. I didn't expect it to be, and I do feel really, really sorry. So if you guys are watching this, I'm so sorry, but I appreciate your understanding. So yeah, I have to watch myself, right? I have to watch the amount of stress I put myself under. Jacob kind of has to force me to take naps every day because, I'm a busybody. I want to do things, but then I get grumpy and tired in the evenings, so I have to have a nap during the day. And I do almost every day. I take a nap because I know he'll come home and he'll be, unhappy with me for not taking a nap. So, and I know I should. So I try. But it's hard, and yeah, so it's just something I have to kind of deal with. But yeah, it's just something that I learned this week, is that I have to watch my stress levels a little bit more because my body will physically react to me having too much stress. I also tidied up the baby's room a little bit more, and Jacob is going to build an attachment kind of change pad, little shelf attachment for our chest of drawers here. I'll film that, so you will either see that in this video or maybe in the next one. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that'll be so cool because baby's room is finally coming together. We've transferred Earl into the trunk, or boot as I say, of the car. We've got a little net so he can't jump over. Not that I think he would ever jump over, but it's just a little bit of peace of mind. Obviously, when we're going to have Marlena in the back seat of the car, we haven't installed the car seat yet because we kind of want to take it step by step for him, so he doesn't associate having to go into the boot of the car with the car seat being in there immediately, right? So we put him in the boot first. He's going to be in the boot for a little while, and then we put the car seat in so that he doesn't quite make that association of, well, this thing is here now, and now I have to be here, and I have to be further away from my humans too, because he used to be on the back seat. So I don't want him to make that association. So we're going to take this step by step. We're also going to soon move the bassinet into the bedroom so we can get used to that. And I really, really need to order my stroller. And when I do that, I'm going to start taking it on walks with him. Just taking a stroller, an empty stroller with me on walks with him so he gets used to walking next to a stroller. So it is important that you do prepare your pet as well, especially a dog if you have one, or multiple if you're having a baby. Just kind of let them be involved in things. Like, I'll happily have him in the baby's room with me because it'll just get him used to being in here, used to me being in here, used to all these new things that are in here, the new smells, etc. So I think that's really important, to involve your pet, especially a dog, because they can be very emotional animals in the process of your pregnancy and you having this baby. I feel like I always look elsewhere but the camera, so I'm sorry about that if I do that. All right, you guys, I think that's actually it for now. Our next OBGYN appointment is mid-August. And hopefully if you'll finally get that 3D ultrasound, because she doesn't want to show herself properly. So the doctor always, it's like there's no point in getting a 3D because it'll just look like an alien, or all you're getting is the back of her head. And so we're hoping that we'll finally get that. And then from there on, we will have appointments every 2 weeks. instead of every 4. So we get to see her more often, which is super exciting. And Jacob can actually come to appointments now. So he has to wait outside until we go to have the ultrasound. And then they bring him into the ultrasound room and he can be in there. You know, pregnancy and COVID times, all a little bit different. But yeah, I think that is it for now. This is my first 3rd trimester update. And I'm so excited to get closer to meeting our baby girl. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do give it a thumbs up. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks. Have a lovely day, everybody.